welcome back to another episode on the Vanilla Extract SMP. In today's video, we're going to start in this server, but then I got a few other things I'm going to do on a solo world. So first, a couple updates. One, I've started on the escape room tunnel and the eventual entry to the escape room. More to come on that later, but I'm getting close to being done with the escape room, and you'll get to see a sneak peek of it later. And over here, I've cleaned out this room and I started adding farms. So I have way more sugarcane and then one thing of bamboo because it grows so fast. And then I just did this yesterday, getting a bee farm installed, which I think is doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's working. Let's go. And that is pretty much the main updates of the server world. I did look into adding a back to this door. Unfortunately, when I tried to remake it in the creative world, I broke it, and honestly, I gave up. Yeah. So, that is pretty much all I've got going on here. And so let's hop into the other world, where I can give you a tour of two things. That's the back of my head. First off, the hide and seek build that I'm still waiting to build. Still waiting. I'm here. Ready. Anyway, and the other thing is I'm going to show you briefly the escape room I've been working on. That'll give you an idea of what to expect. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Oop. And here we are, the Italian villa. This is the hide and seek build that I'll be making on the Vanilla Extract SMP server soon. And I decided I would give you a quick tour. I won't show you all the hiding spots, but you can at least get an idea of where things are. So if you do watch this, you'll have maybe an advantage on anyone playing hide and seek against you. So the main entrance here, you got a spot there. And coming through, you got a main little library area. There's a spot down there. There's a spot up there. Whoop, left that open. There's a spot back there. And this is kind of just the easy entry area, broken up into sections of the building. You come up here. This is a storage area with random junk. It's kind of a noodle that you can loop around. There's a hiding spot through those trap doors. And then come back down. And in here, we got a maze. It's made of trapdoors too, so you just gotta make your way through it. This is the only way in and out though, so it's not like you're gonna come out of a different area. In here, we got a little barracks room. A few hiding spots behind trapdoors. There's a picture spot there. The trapdoor spot there. You can go down here and then end up on the other side of this block right here. And then this just goes up to the tower. There's nothing up here though. And same thing with the other side. On this side though, you get access to the courtyard balcony. We'll come back to that. And to get up to the next section, you have to take these stairs and go through painting. This isn't a hiding spot. It's just kind of a cheap way to hide, make it confuse people. There's a spot there, there's a spot behind there, down there. Hold on, library. There's spots behind that set and that set. And to get up there, you technically have to parkour. But it's pretty easy to get across once you're up there. To get up here, you can either parkour, but that's kind of the long way and not the intended way. But the idea is that people will come around these stairs, they'll see this and realize there's no access. They'll have to jump to get in here. It's just a little storage thing. You can hide behind there. This is a soul sand bottom. So as you can see here, it just winds around. It's supposed to slow you down. And then continuing up, here you can hide on in here. And there's another spot on the other side. At the corner of the backs, you can hide in the trapdoors. Come further up is another just kind of junk storage room with a few noodles of ways to get around. If you really wanted to, well, what's the word? Add a distraction or an annoyance. You can make a noise maker there. You got the skulk. There's more hiding spots in the back. You just kind of have to explore. Come further down. Oh, I forgot something. Yes. This is one way to access the room. Probably the more annoying way. But the other way is from the... Oh, why did it... Whoops. Okay, let's just go here. There we go. The other way is you can come out here from here, or you can come up on here. You can come out from the guard check entrance down there, or you can come here and just parkour your way up to the top. And now you're on the roof. There are no real hiding spots up here, but if you're gutsy and you want to try, you can, hide here or something and hope they don't see you from the ground. Same thing from over here. There's nothing to hide in or around. So we'll continue back down here. So you came from this room, and you can go this way, but we're going to go back out the bottom floor. And you come this way and out to the courtyard. It's pretty simple. I mean, there probably can be something put right here, or even here, more there. But as of right now, this is what I've got. You can hide in there. There's a few spots over there. You can hide behind that. Come down to the cellar, you got the wine barrels. Every single wine barrel has a spot that you can hide in. I think this one's on the other side. Like that. There you go. They're on different sides for each one and in different ways. I think this one is on the top. Yep. So, whoop. So yeah, you can hide underneath the stairs and behind. You can come back here. So that's the wine cellar. Hello. Come on. There we go. Come back up. And that's pretty much it. There's a spot inside this wagon, but you have to come from up here to get to it. So I get also, if they come up here, they're going to find you pretty quick. So now we can go into the third building here. Or second building, I guess, the extension. You can come in, it's another library, sitting room, and a few cheeky painting spots. Over here we have a bedroom. It doesn't look like much, but there is, and I will give you the secret if you're watching. There's a lever right here, which drops you down there and then brings you back up. So there's no way to run from there if they come after you there. You got a bathroom. You can hide in the toilet if you want. Depending on your skin, it might work for you. And then a little shower, but there's nothing there. You can hide up behind this if you want. Come up to the second floor. We got a small room. This is to the balcony. And this is to the balcony. There's nothing up here. This is just for looks. But there's another room here, and I'll show you how to get there too. And if you aim back a little bit, there's a few pixels to reach that lever. There are a few spots in here, one up there, one behind the painting, and then one behind this painting. This one is kind of tricky because it's offset, and I mean it's a 2 block. You can come out here, but there's nothing to see. This right here is behind the painting, so they might see you. But yeah, that's the fun way. Oh, and to close this door, you have to come around and do that. But you can also hide in there if you want. Last but not least, the final room is all doors. It's the door maze. And you can probably go through and just open them all like that, but you should be able to get through wherever. There are also 3 ladders. So what happens, you'll go up and find yourself, you can hide in little tunnels around here. It's just an extra place to hide. I think these are a little more cheeky and probably harder to get to, but they're there. And you find your way out. So like I said, there's 3 ladders throughout this whole area. The whole next floor is just where those ladders lead to you, but this is the only way in and out. So good luck. And that is pretty much it. There's nothing over here except for this cart. And again, you have to, I made it so that you can't get up there from the floor. Let's see, you can hop up here. But yeah. Now, there's no way to get up there except for from here. And you wraps around into here. There is one other spot, which if you come all the way across here, you can hop down and hide down here. I would say this is the final spot. There you go. But yeah, that is one other spot. Originally, let's see if it's there. Yeah. Oh nope, it's not. Never mind. Originally, this wall was 3, and then there was a tunnel, but that's not there anymore because I made it a lot smaller. It used to go all the way back here, but I decided it was a little too much. So cut it down, but that's pretty much it. You got the whole villa here. It's a pretty fun build. I'm really happy with it, and I look forward to putting it on the SMP. So now, with this out of the way, time to show you on my other creative build world some of the escape room. And here we are to the escape room, for most of it. Over there is the palace interior. There's the door that I broke. And then that contraption is a testing for some redstone, which I'll explain later. And here is the entrance. So the idea is you're going to drop down from from the inside of the palace, the room on the right side there. You come down, probably have a book or something to explain, and you'll enter into the first room, which is all parkour. So you'll start here, make your way up the copper blocks, across the fences, further up copper, and then you got some glass pane jumps, back to fence, further up, and then you come up here. Now, I'm going to give you the key to passing this jump, but nobody's going to watch it, so this is just fun for me. You do not need to run. You do not need to jump. You simply press the W key forward, hold it, and it automatically will get you to the next stop. You just have to make the rest of the jumps yourself. This platform right here is kind of a little nice. You've made it halfway. If you fall here, you might get saved. But yeah, you can make it there and then you can run across, climb up the vines and try that jump again. I did that because I think a lot of people are going to need it. Oh, so there's the fence. Jump there, jump there, jump there, jump there, and then the final jump to the glass pane. So you got parkour, and the next room is an infinity room. It is very bright. So if you're playing this at night, I'm so sorry. But you'll come through. You got the little break. To then you enter the infinity room. And you gotta find your way out. Good luck. Once you find your way out, you're gonna drop down into this area. It is very incomplete, but yes, this will be decorated and made into a find the lever. Technically, it's a key card. So what you'll do is you'll find a key card. That's a map. Hold on. There we go. You'll find a key card somewhere in here. You'll put it in there. Press the button, and it will open the door. You'll then climb your way up. This will be closed. Pressure plate here will close the door there. But if you're with someone and they get stuck behind, you can hold it open for them. This right here is a break room. If you go, I'm missing the button. Whoop. One sec. Never mind. I don't have any. Okay, there's a button here. You can go out this door, and there'll be a water elevator to take you up. And then this right here will reset that game for me. And I'll explain that in a sec. So you'll come through here. After you reset the game, you come up, go up the ladder, and you are met with the shulker room. Yep, you gotta find which shulker you can drop through. Once you find it, you'll drop down into here. You make your way to a ladder, which will lead you to the next room. Once you make it through the final shulker, you then have a maze. And the very next room is going to be missing a block. The very next room is going to be trivia. Animated so you can't fly out. There's going to be 3 options on the first 2 questions and then 4 on the next 2. You got to make your way through. If you get it wrong, you will end up below in a maze. A smaller maze, but one that's just meant to waste your time. You got to come back up and try and find the right answer. And hooray! Once you make it through the trivia, you will drop through from here into the final room. And as you can see, I have not picked out what the room will be. But that is it. That is the escape room for now. Once you find your way out, you can pretty much just shoot back to the surface. Actually, I'll probably put like a small winner's room here, so that when someone finishes maybe a diamond, or they can put their name in the book for how long it took them. But I want to revisit this real quick so I can explain what it is. Now, when they put the key card into the thing, it opens the door. Oh, it's over here. I've got like multiple things going on. When the key card is put into the dropper, it activates this piston, puts the block over the redstone torch, which powers it, which powers the redstone, which powers the door. So let's go ahead and get the key card and do that. Door is open. So now, as you can see, the wood block here is over the redstone torch. Now, come up here to this first pressure plate. We'll activate this piston to pull it off. So now it's not powered. But if someone stands on that pressure plate, it'll push it back on the door, on the redstone torch, reopening the door. And then there's two more lines that meet up to activate two pistons. So the second pressure plate here and the one in here, let's see, this guy and that guy both activate the final reset. And what that'll do is that'll push this block here, and then from here, push that block there. Let's see if I can catch it. I don't know if I will. Hey, you saw it. So yes, it pushed it over, then back over, and now the game is basically ready for the next key card. Now, how would I get the key card to go to a hiding spot? There's going to be 4 hiding spots total, with plenty of other red herrings. But also, my plan to relocate and how to switch the hiding spots automatically to where I don't have to be here for it is, let's get a minecart right here. So what happens is right now this redstone block is not powering this redstone, so the torch is on. That makes this minecart go this way. When it hits this, it'll push the redstone block to power here and turn off the redstone torch, which will flip the rail. So we can see that working. Hit the activator and it switches. And it stays that way until this one gets flipped and pushes it back. This allows me, well, I didn't mean to do that. This allows me to alternate which hiding spot it goes into. And like I said, there are going to be 4. So there can be one of these off of this rail and one of these off of this rail. So it can be a total of 4 locations. And then the minecart will drop the key card off into a hopper, which will then feed it into one of 4 locations. And that's how I can make it so that this game resets itself and I don't have to be here to reset it, and multiple people can play one after another. Will that many people play? Probably not. But at least it's done. And that is it. I've got a lot of progress to go, but also a lot of progress done. I'm looking forward to building more on the server, as well as maybe expanding on a solo world someday. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. And until next time, goodbye.